Hello, Year 4. Today we are going to be looking at the Year 3 comprehension, and we are going to be looking at the poem called Nature Trail, okay? So again, using your contents page to help you, have a look for the title Nature Trail. It's a poem and you will find it on page 6, okay? So turning to page 6, we'll read very quickly a little bit what the poem is about, and then what you need to do is read through the poem at least twice, underline any words that you are stuck on or you don't know the meaning to, add your line numbers to help you because we're referring to certain line numbers in our questions when we come to look at them. So writing your line numbers makes it easier for you. Okay, so Nature Trail was written by the poet and playwright Benjamin Zephaniah. Zephaniah enjoys being close to nature and animals, and in this poem, he describes all the wildlife that he sees in his garden. He encourages us to think about the importance of having a garden. Okay, so you can stop the video here, read through the poem a couple of times, explore the words that you are stuck on, and then we will go through the questions together. Now, I have already started to add my line numbers, and I have already been a little bit cheeky and read the first question, and I've already highlighted whereabouts that question the answer can be found to it in my text. Okay, so for question 1 it says, where do the creepy crawlies live? So I use my highlighter and I've highlighted where it says creepy crawlies. Okay, so I would read the lines around line number 3 and I would find out where the creepy crawlies live. Okay, if you are stuck, please ask for help. You can email us or you could ask someone at home to help you. Okay, so don't worry if you're stuck, you can ask for help. Now, question 2, why do you think the poet describes the snail as easygoing? And it says line number 6. So that's why we need to make sure that we're writing our line numbers down, because when we come to read our questions, they can help us very easily to find where we need to look in the text. Okay, so I can see that line number 6 is in the very first paragraph. Now, we don't really call them paragraphs in poetry, we call them verses. It's just another word for paragraph, okay? So I can see it is in verse number 1. So I'll look in verse number 1 for the quote that says easygoing, okay? Now, when we use the word easygoing, we mean that someone likes to take their time, they're not in any rush to do anything, they might be a little bit slow at doing things, they're very careful, okay? So using the information that I've just given you, can you try to write in full sentences with the best handwriting you have Year 4? The answer to question number 2. So why might a snail be described as easygoing? What do you know already, Year 4, about snails? Okay, have a think. Make sure you try your best with that question. Okay. Question number 3 says, which 2 animals pick carefully when to visit the garden? Why do you think this is? So read very carefully through that poem again. I would be looking at verse 2 for this one. So lines 13 and 14 to help me with this one, because it doesn't actually say that they pick carefully when to visit, okay? It does say that they choose their time, okay? So choose is another word for pick. So we look at the synonyms. So they're words that mean the same thing, but they are different, like they're different spellings. They look and appear differently on the paper, but they mean the same thing. So pick and choose mean the same thing. So I would find where it says the word pick and the word choose, and I would highlight that word to help me answer that question. Okay, so there are 2 animals. You might need to read around the word to help you to find which 2 animals they are, and then you need to write why. So are they animals that come out at night? Are they nocturnal? Do they sleep during the day? Or are they animals that come out during the day? Why do they come out during the day? Okay, is it an animal that gets hunted by the other animal? So if it could be, for example, a bird and a worm, it might be that the birds go out during the day to hunt for the worms, which is why they go out, because they're searching for food. So I think very carefully about which 2 animals they are and what they might be doing during that time. Okay. Number 4, which animal does the author seem most surprised to have seen in his garden? So, which animal is it that he is surprised about seeing? Okay, so I might still have a look in the second verse, so paragraph 2, even though it's verse 2, and I would look towards the end of that verse. Okay, so it says, and I've even seen a fox visit this wild garden of mine. So I would have a think as to whether or not that is the animal that the author or the poet is referring to. Okay. Number 5, write down one word that has a similar meaning to nick, and that's line 17. So we're looking for line 17. So using the little hint that I gave you earlier, where you wrote down the different line numbers to help you find line number 17. Okay. Now, line 17 says, squirrels come to nick my nuts. Now, it means to steal, to take them without asking, okay? So I've given you a little clue there. What word has a similar meaning? So we're looking for a synonym, like we said before, that has the same meaning as the word nick. Okay, so to nick something, or to take something, or to steal something. Okay. Number 6. Which 2 things does the poet say are always happening in his garden? Okay, so that's the very last verse. So it's on this side here. So it's this last verse here that you're looking at for that one. So what 2 things does he say that are always happening? So you might want to read very carefully. There is a line that says there's always something happening. You might want to read on from that to see what the answer is. Okay. Please write in full sentences for these year 4. Now, some of them you don't have to, but most of them you do, okay? So read very carefully what the question wants you to do. And the final question says, why do you think the poet believes we all deserve a garden of our own? So I would use my highlighter to find the section that has the phrase we all deserve a garden of our own. Okay, and I found it. It's the very last 2 lines in my text. Okay, now this one, the answer is in the text, but you can also use your opinion for this. So why is it important that you have a space in your house, so a garden that is part of your house, to go and visit? Okay, now it does say you won't be alone when you have a garden, so that could be part of your answer. Okay, but we need a little bit more than just one word. Okay, because it is with 2 marks, we need to see a little bit more. Okay, now please can you send a photograph of this with your other Wednesday work that you have done to our year 4 email, and we will get back in touch with you to give you a little bit of feedback, some advice to help you on this task. Okay, now if you are stuck, please email us so we can help you. You have got people at home that can help you as well, so do not be afraid to ask. Okay, and we look forward to seeing your work. Okay, so I hope you have a happy Wednesday, year 4, and please try your best. And I will see you on Friday for your next comprehension with myself. Okay, so I'll see you later, year 4. Bye.